Hey, welcome back to another episode of Then We Eat. On this week's video, we'll be making New England Clam Chowder. So this week is Super Bowl week. Big game on Sunday. We got Seattle out west, and then we have some stupid team from out east that's in the game as well. I don't know who they are, it doesn't matter anyway. So we're making New England Clam Chowder today. There's also Manhattan Clam Chowder. It has tomatoes in it. There's also a Long Island version, which is a mix of cream and tomato, so a mix of kind of the New England and the Manhattan one. Then finally, there's the Rhode Island one, and it uses a clear broth, so it doesn't have tomatoes or cream in it. So anyway, as I say, today we're making the New England style, and it is made with cream. So let's get going. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut up about half an onion or so and a couple of sticks of celery. So that should be good for onion. Then we'll do a couple of sticks of celery. And finally, I'm going to do about 6 strips of bacon. I'm using bacon today, but you could also use a smoked pork hock or just some leftover ham. But today we're going to use bacon. I'll just dice that up. All right, just give me a sec. I just want to wash my hands. We'll come back, get the bacon in the pan. Okay, so got our pot on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon. I like to add the bacon to a cold pan. I find it doesn't stick as much if you add it to a cold pan instead of a hot pan. Some people add a tablespoon of water. I don't think it needs it. I think just adding to the cold pan works fine. So I was talking about earlier the different kinds of clam chowder. If you have a favorite, let us know down in the comments. Okay, while we're waiting for the bacon to cook, I'm just going to chop up the potatoes. You want to just cube them up, maybe about 1/2-inch cubes. So I don't think I mentioned it. I have about 1 pound to 1.25 pounds of potatoes here. Okay, so once you got the bacon a little bit crispy, I don't like it incredibly crispy, but you want a few crispy bits in there. So I think we'll call it about there. So we'll take the bacon out. I'm just gonna put that on a paper towel for now. Okay, I want to use a little bit of the bacon fat to fry up the veggies, but I'm going to add some butter as well. So I'm going to take out a little bit of the bacon fat. We'll leave between a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. Okay, and to that we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so once we have that melted down, we're going to add in the onion and the celery, and we'll just start to cook those down a bit. So while those are cooking down, I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. So once we have the celeries and onion just about there, then we're going to add 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, so now we're going to add to the pot some seasoning. We've got a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of parsley, and a teaspoon of oregano. So we'll dump that into the pot. Just let that cook just for a second. Okay, and we're going to add as much hot sauce as you like. We're calling for a teaspoon. I'll probably add just a little bit more. Today we're using Sriracha. All right, next up, about 1/3 cup of flour. And we're just gonna let that cook for a bit. Okay, so now for our liquid. I have a bottle of clam juice. Obviously, if you were on the East Coast, you'd probably be able to get fresh clams. Where we are, not going to happen, so we have to use the bottled and canned stuff. So 1 bottle of clam juice. Then we're going to add the juice from 2 cans of clams. Then we'll add 2 cups of chicken broth. You can also use, if you have it, you could also use ham broth or vegetable broth. So 2nd cup of broth. And finally, we're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. I'm using whipping cream today. Okay, so once you've got it back up to temperature, you have two choices here. One of them is you can let it boil along a little bit more until it thickens up some, if that's what you're looking for, or you can just go ahead and add the potatoes. It's gonna cook for about 20 minutes anyway. I'm not gonna worry about thickening it up any. It's not a bad texture right now, and I figure another 20 minutes or so it should be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add the potatoes at this point. Okay, so we've been about 20 minutes. The potatoes are just about cooked. They need another minute or so, which isn't a big deal because at this point we're gonna add the clams. So we're gonna add 2 cans of clams. The cans of clams were 284 grams or about 10 ounces. All right, if you had another can, that'd be good too. I only had 2, but 3 would be all right as well, obviously. And at the same time, I'm gonna add back a good chunk of the bacon. We're gonna hold back a little bit for garnish. We'll throw that in as well. And we'll just let those clams cook for a minute and we'll be good to go. Okay, so I think we're about there, just simmering away. Basically what we did was we just brought it up to a simmer again, let it cook for 5 or 10 minutes for the clams to cook and we're good to go. I wouldn't overcook it or the clams are gonna start to get pretty icky. So as I say, 10 minutes or so, you're probably good. All right, so let's get her plated up. We'll be right back. Okay, so there you go. New England Clam Chowder, just in time for the big game on Sunday. Let's give it a try, see how it tastes. Very, very good. Get a little kick from that hot sauce, it just sets it off just perfectly. The other thing is, the smoked paprika changes the flavor incredibly. I should point out though, we do make our own smoked paprika, so it has a little more smoky flavor than you get in the store. Really great addition to the soup. If you want to see how we do it, we have a short on it. So if you look over my shoulder, we'll put a link and you can see how we make it. So I think that about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like and share it with all your buddies. And don't forget, we put the recipe in the description below, so you don't have to keep up during the video. We'll show you how to make it. Grab the ingredients from the description. So once again, don't forget the game this weekend, Seattle and that crazy ass team from the East. So thanks again for watching. And don't forget, first we cook, then we eat. That is so good.